Oh, it's already on. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new video. Today, I am opening a box of figures that have come in like many months ago, and decided today would be a great day to break into this box and see what they sent me. Let's have a look. I'm using scissors today, as I've lost every other knife that I've had. I don't know why I lose knives, but it happens to the best of us, I guess. This side here, without cutting myself. All right, this is a big, huge box with lots of merch inside of it, and lots of plastic bubble wrap that I have to get out of the way, and one of them is very small. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but like I said, I forgot what they even are. So here is our haul for today. What is this? So let's get this box out of the way and have a look at what Solaris has sent to me. All right, so these three figures, honestly, I think I got bored and I was just browsing Solaris as I usually do when I'm bored. Yes, I decided I needed to get a male figure of a male character. And so, who else but Astolfo? That's what this is. This is my Astolfo figure that I have been waiting to open. And so, yes, for a male figure, it's of course very masculine looking box with all this pink and purple and braids, and what else would it be, right? So the tape isn't cooperating with me as usual, so time to get out without hurting myself. Here we go. Here's the Astolfo box. So let me put that there. Get rid of some of this trash. And then the other one I have here that I have to open is very small, and this is really neat. All right, I get these because it's Charlotte, and I live in Charlotte, but I have another Charlotte figure that I think I may have opened on another video, and I found this, and this is like a posable figure of Charlotte Dunois from Infinite Stratus, which is, I've watched some of it. I don't think I finished it, but it's a cute show. It's kind of old. It's an older one, so you can kind of find these sometimes floating around. I think the thinking was that she would be ready for the model, the 1/18 scale gas station model, when finished, the ice cream shop and everything I'm making. But of course, that's taking way too long. I'm sick of waiting, so we're going to open that today, and then we're going to open this, and find out what this is. So move this big thing out of the way. And let's see Astolfo. Let's see what he looks like, and does he look legit, or does he look a little bit weird and off? That was a bit ridiculous. This one piece of tape. Here he is, and I guess this is the base, which of course they taped it, because of course they did. Oh God! Why was this necessary? Like, somebody tell me. Okay, so the base is kind of nothing. It's like just a clear plastic base. And all right, that's fine. I mean, and they put the notches in his feet, so make it difficult to pose him anywhere else, which is a pet peeve of mine. He's kind of the size of between a 1.7 and a 1.6. So I'm not going to try to show him to you yet until I get all this plastic off. The anime figure hobby isn't exactly like what I would call like environmentally conscious with the amount of plastic that they use for their stuff. Plastic figures wrapped in plastic, wrapped in plastic, wrapped in more plastic, and taped. Here he is, and he looks awesome. For those who don't know, Astolfo is a rider class servant in the Fate universe, or the Type Moon universe, whatever you want to call it. The universe in Fate Apocrypha, which is the story that he is in, is a slightly different timeline, like a parallel timeline to the Fate Stay Night timeline, which includes like Shiro and Sakura and Rin. So he serves in a completely different anime that's kind of like a parallel timeline, and which was called Fate Apocrypha. It came out a few years ago, and it quickly became my absolute favorite Fate anime, without a doubt. I haven't played any of the games. I haven't played Fate Grand Order or anything, so I'm well aware of that. Of course, all of the servants that are in the entire Type Moon universe are, I think, in the game, are in Fate Grand Order. So, and Grand Order has some amazing artwork. It's a fantastic looking game. I almost want to play it for just that reason alone. But I'm trying to kind of pretend to be a little rotating thing, because I don't have one of those. I just don't want one of those. But so I'm kind of turning him around. But I will, of course, take him outside and show you what he looks like in the sunshine, because he is a ray of sunshine. He's Astolfo. He's a rider class servant. And he rides, what is it, hippogriff? Like flying owl kind of thing? I forgot what it is. It's a combination of like an eagle and like a gargoyle or something like that. I've forgotten. But anyway, so that's what he looks like, and let's see if we can get him on the base. This bag is sealed in a way that I have to ruin it forever to open it. I can't really reuse it, so I'm just going to go for it and just snip this off here with the scissors. Put the base, it's got to be in camera shot, dude. Okay, so his name face, I'm going to assume the name is like going to face towards the front, so I'm putting that towards you, and it's right, get as close to the camera as possible. And he has 2 notches, and it's both on his left foot. And it should go all the way down, and that's always something about less expensive figures. Their feet don't go all the way down. Another thing to beware of. But apart from that little, just tiny detail, otherwise it's actually quite nice. He's going to sort of stand over here for the rest of the video. Whew. Let's take a look at Charlotte and get the plastic out of the way. So this is just the yellow bubble wrap. It's just an ungodly amount of plastic garbage that all cannot be recycled. So here's the very interesting little Bandai box for the Charlotte figure. I'm really kind of like the way this is packaged. It's very small and very unique. It has 1 piece of tape. Hopefully I can get into this box without completely ruining it, because I actually quite like this box. It's kind of a little novelty. It has some instructions inside, just in case I can't figure it out. They're very detailed instructions. Like, they're telling you every... I have seen less detailed instruction manuals on how to operate a forklift. Look at that. That's really something. You know, you just keep doing you, Japan. That's why we love you. So there's the box there, and here is the little tray of goodies, which is all of Charlotte and all of her different hair and parts. It'd be really interesting if, like, I just wake up in the morning and there's like this just set of hair sitting next to my bed. Oh, which hair should I put on today? Click, you know. But that wasn't very funny. I shouldn't have said that. I'll cut it. If I pull really hard, it's just all gonna go flying everywhere. So, why is it so difficult? Okay, I got it. Probably. Okay, so there's the top layer of that, and then here's all of the things, and here she is. She's very tiny, and she has these 3 completely different face plates, and the one that's on there now is the kind of, I guess you could say the relaxed, like, yawny look. Like, And, oh, why did they do that? I hate it when they wrap plastic around the midsection joint from the hips to the central spine. I don't know. Oh, and she has a gun. She is armed and dangerous. There's no other pieces, though, apart from just some hands. And she has a lot of pivot joints, and that's how you pose, like, these figures. And this is not a Figma, so AGP Armor Girls Project. And there's a bunch of different things that she can come with. Here they are. And it's my first little attempt at one of these, but I think, honestly, that picture is what sold me on the figure. So that she'll look just fine with the Chrysler or whatever I pose her with. So, all right, so that's Charlotte Dunois. Put it right there where Astolfo has walked to the other side of the table on me because he thinks the lighting is better and makes him look more attractive. This thing is a very unique and interesting figure from a series, Action Heroine Cheer Fruits. She was on special on another website, I think it was Otaku Mode, and for like a really, really low price because nobody wanted this. I bought this because you'll see why in a minute. I cannot explain this figure until I actually get it out of the box because it just... So that's why I decided to try and find it somewhere else. I think I found it on Solaris, and it was on special there too. For some reason, nobody wants this figure, so yeah, good luck reselling it one day, huh? So I didn't pay a lot for it. Honestly, I think it was less than $100, like well under that. Now, maybe when doing figure unboxing videos, one should like collect figures of characters that people actually know, instead of these completely obscuro anime girls that are, get off! Nobody knows what they are. But she's a little bit on the lolly side, so that's a bit of a concern. So we'll have to see what's what in here. And this is a really interesting way that she's I'm kind of new, not new to figure collecting, but I'm not like a big time collector. Like I don't have 100 figures. I have like maybe 20, including these. And so I don't have a lot of experience with them. So when I see something like this is like different for me. I've never encountered that kind of packaging. It's like she's in foam. So this is definitely new for me. I've not had a foam packed figure before. I'm used to like this kind of number. I don't know what to do with this. Maybe I'll lay it on its side and like try to like slide it out. And oh yes, of course, there's some instructions. There's no way I can read that. Okay, maybe it says Hobby Max Japan, I think. But then on the back, it's all in Japanese, so yeah, can't really read it. But yeah, there is an instruction sheet, so completely unnecessary. I just absolutely am in love with it. But look, here it is. Here's the line art. Let me see if I can get that really close so it actually has good resolution. So you attach this to this, and there's arrows and everything. And her face art, look at that face. Look. Okay, it's like just line art, and it actually looks somehow cuter than the pictures of the figure. But, all right, well, now I know how to put it together thanks to these very informative instructions. So better study it closely and just make sure. I'm not quite sure about that chunk of thing. What is it supposed to be? A watermelon? And it's just shrink wrapped, properly shrink wrapped, and that's fine. That's decent. You won't get any complaints out of me if you find an alternative to that awful tape. Okay. And she's not really big, actually. She's much smaller, so why did they put... Oh, I do like this base. This feels very substantial. So here's the base. Let me show you. This is actually really... It's very solid, and it really feels like very high-quality material. That's the base, whatever cheer fruit that is supposed to be. And there's the chunk that her foot's supposed to go on, and hopefully that... Yeah, it's got a nice, like, this is actually, like, it feels, honestly feels like soapstone. I mean, it's not, it's obviously plastic, but it's like a really super high quality plastic. And then this bit here is this very kind of candy bubblegum looking bow that goes to her outfit that you attach to her lower back, I guess. Hopefully she doesn't have sciatica from that. And oh, please tell me her arm didn't just break. Please tell me that did not happen. It's not possible for that to have just happened. And it did. It did break. This is the first time that I have ever experienced the disappointment of a broken figure. That may have been my doing, but I did not, I swear I did not pull on it very hard, and it just came right off. So it may have been broken already, or very close. Obviously, I will glue it. I can't send it back to the manufacturer because they're probably going to say, yeah, we made that like 10 years ago. Go fish. I don't even have proper glue for that, so I feel so terrible. This is definitely a different material than what I'm used to having. It's not that cheap PVC stuff. It's a completely different plastic. So it seems a little bit brittle. And yeah, that's a break right there. So here's how her arm goes on here. So yeah, I've joined the club, haven't I? A broken figure that I have to now repair. And a lot of you figure otakus out there could certainly tell me plenty of stories, I'm sure, about opening figures that are broken. At least it's just the arm. And it's pretty obvious the arm is a bit of a weak point in here because of how the way it sticks out and it's very thin. So that makes sense. I'm glad that the more important part, like her head and her hips and her legs, are not broken. So I'm going to just put that there for now. All right, let's get this chunk of foam out of the way and attach her to her base very carefully. All right, how does this... Gotta look at the instructions. Which direction? I'm gonna remember which direction it was in. At least it'll tell me that. Okay, she faces that way. She does. So the base is behind her. Okay, that's interesting. Be careful. Now that I know that this plastic is a bit on the brittle side, I want to make sure I don't snap off the actual notches on her feet, because I don't think I could possibly glue those properly. Her arm almost stands on there by itself. So yeah, it won't be hard to glue that. And you know what that means? It means that I'm going to have to be a very kind and loving owner of this figure. Sorry. And keep it forever, because I don't think I would want to resell it. The pose is, these poses are actually kind of in now. I see a lot of newer figures from who else do I watch that does anime figures, like the Ando Experience. He looks at all the figures on Ami, and these kind of really kind of outrageous, these poses with the girl's legs going like all around and stuff, and being in kind of mid-flight, if you will, or mid-stride of jumping into the air and kind of stuff is kind of getting it to be a thing now. And this is an older figure, so it's kind of neat to see that. I don't know what year this is from. I'll have to see on the box if I can find a copyright date. Apologies for the very tragic event with her arm. But I still am very happy with it, and I really do like this base. That's really quite interesting, and hopefully I can get this repaired in time and have this look good outside.